How can a new coach attract clients to them on social media? What would be the best way to do that?
Yeah, I'll jump in. I'll jump in with that one.
All right.
So straight away, my brain goes to the branding side of things. So how you present, how you look, how you communicate. These are all uh, from a language perspective. How we're going to attract other people is going to be based on their experiences in life and what has led them to find you.
Yeah.
And having and knowing and understanding of the psychology behind that puts you in a place to know how to present online. So it can come back to how you dress. It can come back to what's going on in the background, and typically even the actual word and language of what you're sharing and posting. So the very first thing that we always look at is, and we do it. We all do it, right? Like anytime there's someone new, we check out their profiles. We see what their most recent posts are. We start to explore a bit, and though we try really hard not to make judgment, we do judge from that perspective of relativity. Can we get along with this person? Are they on the same wavelength? Do they share beliefs that we do? And you can be intentional with what you present online, and well, you should be intentional with what you present online in terms of what angle you're using from a marketing perspective. So brand, I call it brand positioning. If you're intentional from that perspective, you make it easier for the outreach or for new people to be coming into, because you're being very conscious with how everything is working online. It's very much your digital avatar. So how you are in person with clients, all those elements, you're also showing that side of things online. Um, and and you can see like some people who without having a conscious uh, they're not putting much conscious thought to it, they might share something that's actually can potentially damage their brand because they're opinionated about a certain topic that shouldn't actually be expressed on a certain platform, because it actually affects somebody who's come across their page and been like, I've got this pain point, but I didn't like what this person just said about that, and you didn't think from that perspective. So it's definitely a conscious effort from that side of things, but brand
Yes.
positioning would be a great way of being able to identify that.
That
I've
makes
got
so much sense. Yeah.
I've got a good example of that that actually happened in the last week as well. We all I did was comment on one person's post. They asked like what asked about like a software that they could use. I literally just commented the software and said like the paid version of it. That was it. And the person clicked on my profile for whatever reason. She said she just wanted to check it out. It was a new person that commented, being helpful. So she checked me out. And for whatever reason, the timing was really right with like one of the services that we offer, that she saw through my content, like, oh, I feel as though Joe may be able to help with this thing. It's the right time. And she also saw that I was connected with Claudio. She didn't know that we were business partners either. And so she reached out to me. We booked a call. And when she got on the call, she actually said, um, you know, oh, I saw your profile, I saw a few of the things you do. It seemed like you were going to be able to help me with this thing. And I also saw that you were connected with Claudio, and I worked with him in the past. His
Mhm.
web design agency did some work for me. And I love his values. I love the way that he goes about business. So the fact that you were connected with him said something to me about you and the way that you go about things. I told her that we're business partners, which obviously went really well. But that whole process there actually fully happened. Like, so this stuff happens, right? Like when we set up our profile correctly, when we have a good brand and reputation, when we express our values openly, it pays off because the right people come to us. And this is where like sales becomes super easy because you don't even have to sell people. They come onto a call already sold. Um,
Right.
because of the right kind of brand and right reputation. So,
You're so right.
um,
You're so right about that. People, if they're attracted to you and they reach out and they want to connect with you, it's because you set it up right in the first place. So you're right about that branding, Claudia. It's so important, and so important how we communicate online. And it's there forever. So you want it to be right and you want it to be good.